And welcome to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH as we get set for the JV contest between the Bushnell-Spartans and the South Fulton Rebels. I'm Ken Suter, alongside Take and doing camera, and going to be talking a little bit on the broadcast today. Not alone like always, as I tried to get Spencer over there at A-Town to do games with me, and he won't do it at all.
Well, it's always nice to have someone right beside you.
Rebels will get the tips, and they'll start out 8 minutes on the clock. Looks like Lane Huffman is out there with Brock Beekman, Tanner Pierce. It's Ethan McKim. And finally out into that corner is Connor Upton. Last time I was doing one of these JV contests, Upton was still out, however, so it's going to be a big game changer for this JV team. Connor is a really good three-point shooter. That's great to post up in that corner spot and help. Swinging it around now. He tips that one out. Will be last touched by, looks like, Hayden Little. So we have Spartan basketball first offensive possession of the day for him. Yep. Huffman.
Sorry, I was going to say ball control is going to be a big one in this one. I've seen a couple of Rebels basketball games so far, and they have had issues with that, so hopefully they can fix them today.
Huffman passes out towards Pierce. So he's going to drive down baseline. He's going to swing back out towards Huffman, however. Inside on the elbow. That'll be in. Perfect bank shot, 2 for Lane Huffman. As Spartans get on the board. Back over into the corner for South Fulton. He's going to put it up himself on the runner, and that one will fall. Looks to me like Braden Recruiters. So that ties the game back up. Spartan's going to be tipped around. We'll stay with them, however. 6:40 remaining on the clock. 2-2 your score.
Good defense by both teams so far.
Inside pass to McKim. McKim's going to get fouled. Push. Oh, they'll call a travel instead. I mean, it's kind of hard not to travel when you got a kid on your back pushing you out of the way. But a timeout will happen. South Fulton will take a break, so we will too here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by, I'm looking at the wrong read sheets. I might need to pull up the right one.
Yeah,
Bushnell,
that's true.
Bushnell. Brought to you by JoJo's Gamer Parlor. JoJo's Gamer Parlor offers the best gaming experience in McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice spot of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH events, live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. 2-2 has the press on now. Spartans going to try and get some quick points off turnovers. Gets it across half court, kicks it over towards Little on the top. Backing around, is going to be tipped around and stolen by Lane Huffman. Lane really likes to run up and down the court. You already see that quickness that he has. Pierce will travel on the pickup. Will be South Fulton ball now. 2 turnovers in a row for both teams. Keeping with that press, even though they're taking it right out. Trenton Miller with it.
Trying to make a move to go upfield.
Upfield?
Yeah, upfield, up court.
Up
doesn't
court.
matter.
Driving baseline, puts it in for almost a touchdown. There you go. Huffman brings it across half court. He kicks it back out towards Tanner.
I guess that
sets up for a wide open lane, puts it in between, splits the defenders, and Tanner Pierce gets 2.
Yeah, and he had a wide open 3 right there, but he decided that the easier basket would be the 2.
5:44 remaining as Brock almost gets a steal there. Nice dribbling by Little. Tipped away, and that's going to be a wide open shot for Huffman. Grabs the net there, showing the hops that this South Fulton team has. Now it is 6-2 here.
And the ball is
stolen. Pass up towards Pierce. He's going to do the same exact thing. Goes to the left this time. Does not get the same result he wanted. Gets his own rebound. Swings it back across to Beekman. Beekman for 2. Will miss. Rebounded by Hayden Little. Has a couple of rebounds to his name already. As Miller brings it across half court. High pass to Mustards. He's going to get that one stripped by Connor Upton, brings it across left side, slows down, swings it towards lane as they'll set up the offense.
Yeah, that ball control right now is killing the Rebels. They had a couple wide open shots there, but they just couldn't hand on to the ball enough to shoot the shot. So
Pierce on the 2. As there's a little bit of a high dribble there. It seems like some of the South Fulton crowd wanted a carry call. Back inside, had that wide open lane if he would have passed, but it'll be a travel. Pressure from behind really got to him. 4:24 remaining as Jude Thenner comes into the game. 30-second timeout taken. We'll keep it here by BPC. 4 timeouts remaining for both teams. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes and prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And brought to you by Raritan State Bank. Raritan State Bank Bushnell branch, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the bank at friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is the equal housing lender and a member FDIC. Pierce taking the ball out towards Huffman as they'll get out of the timeout. 4:20 remaining, 8-2. Everything pretty much working well for the Spartans so far. Macomb down low. He's going to try to turn around, get through the defender, be blocked from behind. That is Hayden Little once again on the fast break. Has 2 players there. Shot is up. Looked like it might have been blocked by Upton, but right back towards South Fulton. That'll be 2 in. Trenton Miller gets the 2. Upton brings it across half court, slowing it down just a tad. As Beekman has the ball, he's going to drive towards that right side. Inside. Tries to be stolen away. That is Jude, who just got into the game, trying to tip it out, and that'll be tipped out. The South Fulton basketball. 8-4, 3:41 remaining.
South Fulton starting to get some momentum going into here. After a couple of bad turnovers, they're actually able to get something going.
Parker Guppy into the game. Set to pass. Going to try and break the
ball stolen.
press, but it's stolen away by Pierce. Inside to Guppy. Guppy's tried to get the ball out towards Beekman. Beekman on a drive has lane wide open 3. That'll be off just a little bit short. Pierce trying to tip that one out. Will go towards South Fulton. Pass down low. Has the open lane. 3 offensive players and 1 defender. It's stolen away at the end. South Fulton needs to kind of spread out a little bit on those fast breaks. I think that'll help them. They've had some open lanes inside on that pass, breaking through the press and into that zone that Bushnell's kind of been working into. Beekman on the drive. He's going to take it himself. Misses, but right there it's Guppy who gets a little bit of a hand on it. Ball is loose all over, picked up by South Fulton. That is Little. 3-on-2. Little's going to split the defenders, and he's going to not be able to get the ball out, but last touch by South Fulton will be Spartan basketball. Upton able to knock that out of the way and hit it on a Rebel player. 2:40 remaining here in this first quarter. The Spartans lead by 4. Huffman will bring it across half court, gets the 2 screens. Had Guppy on the roll. He'll pass up towards Upton. Huffman pass back towards Beekman. Beekman on the carry. It will be, that will be a travel. Had the gather and then a second gather right after.
Yeah, it was a good move. Unfortunately, when you place that second foot on the ground, that move don't matter anymore.
Driving past half court, ball out on the ground. Picked back up. Miller on the drive. 3-point attempt. That'll rattle out. Tipped around. Pierce, well, was going to be Pierce. Now it's Jude who picks the ball up. Swings it back across towards Little. Back inside towards Miller. And that'll be a foul on Lane Huffman, his first, team first. So he went a little bit too hard on the steal attempt there.
Personal number 11 is first. Team is first. In Bushnell-Prairie City, Jackson Groudage, 54.
Jackson Groudage coming into the game now as they'll switch out a couple. Haven't had to do too many substitutions for either team so far in the beginning of this quarter. 2 minutes remaining. Inside, Pierce will get hit for the push. His first team second.
Spartan personal foul, jersey number 40, Tanner Pierce is first. Team at second.
Rebels will take it out underneath the basket inside as he's going to try and put it back up high on the glass, and that'll fall. Trenton Miller. A nice kind of Dirk Nowitzki move on the swing around high off the glass. Falls right in.
It was an easy layup. Make those shots 99% of the time, and 1% of the time you don't, you make them.
I don't know what type of math class you went to at Macomb, but I don't know if that made sense. Brock with the ball back up towards Lane Huffman. Huffman's going to try and get it inside, but he's just going to square up on the defender. Swings back towards Upton. Tanner Pierce at the top of the key, 1:11 remaining. He's got defenders around him. Playing man really close, so it could open up that lane if they get some more motion. Swings back out towards Brock. Get somebody to cut down low. As there goes Pierce, opened up the lane, was Huffman. Misses it, however, will be last touched. Never mind, it goes saved by the Rebels. Pass out towards Beekman. Brock Beekman on the ground, has to pass back out. Lane Huffman on the ground trying to grab it now. It'll be Rebel ball wide open, down low, and in for the not two. Thought for sure, but we do have an injured player on the ground. So with the injury timeout, we'll take a quick break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And after the timeout break, we are back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Cade Mitchell and Parker Guppy back into the game for each team, respectively. I'll get it right one of these times.
Hey, we're learning.
Looks like Jasper Lineker will be into the game as well. Back inside to be high up. Try to be saved, but it'll be out of bounds by Brock Beekman. Rebel basketball. 26.4 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Pass inside. He's going to try and break the press. 22 seconds remaining. Has to pass out. Gets it across half court. That is Mitchell. Swing pass inside. Shot is up. Misses Upton. Lane Huffman on the fast break. 14 seconds remaining. Has one man to beat. Gets across the two defenders. Misses, however. Be rebounded by Little.
8 seconds to go.
7 seconds remaining as Little trips. It'll be a blocking call.
Oh. I think that was more.
Stevie down there just goes, how can it be blocking call? He fell down. They'll call it on Parker Guppy, his first team third.
I think that was more of a running into a person guard.
Well, if he didn't fall down, that could be called a blocking foul. 5 seconds remaining. Jude passes right back towards Little. Little's going to have to put it up. He's going to have to put it up. And that'll be off. So 8-6, your score at the end of one here in this JV contest. We'll take a quick break and be back for the second quarter here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH as we get set for the second quarter. 8-6 your score at the JV contest. As Brock Beekman will have the ball, be Bushnell with the ball starting out. Huffman in the corner now is going to drive in. A little bit more aggressive defense so far from South Fulton, especially in the later second half of the first quarter. It has tipped away and stolen. That is Jasper Lideker on the steal. Gets ahead of him, however, and will be back towards Bushnell ball with 7:28 remaining in this first half. Huffman bringing it across half court. Spartans need to keep on pretty much doing what they've been doing. Maybe some more off-ball screens. Just a little bit more motion on this defense. 3 ball by Upton, nothing but net. First points of the game for him starts with a 3.
Well, always like to start out a game with a 3, no matter what.
11-6, pass out towards the top of Mitchell with it. Jasper now has to swing back out towards Little. Back to Lideker. Little gonna try and go maybe towards the right this time.
Some South Fulton fans wanted a foul there. I don't know exactly what was the foul.
Inside pass. Shot is up. He'll be called for the foul, however. Was underneath the basket. Wasn't going to go in anyway. They'll call Brock Beekman his first, team 4th.
Yeah, and so far the Spartans have 4 fouls on the day. Don't want to get 2 more and get in the bonus.
Luckily, none of them have been. No player has 2 fouls. Pretty much everybody playing great. Shot will be off towards that right side. Xander Jones coming into the game, as well as Aiden Parks. Switching out with Tanner Pierce, and it will be coming in for the shooter. That is Avery Fawcett. Fawcett's second shot, that will be off as well. Xander Jones with the rebound. So they'll pass back to the top of the key. Huffman slows the ball down. On the right drive, Beekman puts it up, and he'll get it on the run and layup. That'll be Beekman's first points of the day. Spartans starting to score a little bit more now. Tipped out and will stay with South Fulton. As now Parks comes into the game. South Fulton will take the ball out underneath the basket. 6:12 remaining.
South Fulton looking a way to get back into this game, being down by 7.
Wide open, nobody paying attention. Mitchell for 2.
And that's how you get back in the game right there. Get them easy 2s.
Inside pass to McKim, swings back out towards Beekman. Skip pass to Xander. They'll come back out towards up top of the key. Drives back towards McKim. Ethan puts it up. That'll be off towards that left side. Crossed half court now. Little with the ball. He's going to take it out towards Park. Mitchell at the top. McKim on him. He's going to drive inside. Loses it as it's stolen. Upton now with the ball. Gets across between one defender. Gets between 2. Puts it up. Misses. Almost rebounded by McKim. It's tipped away and out. No, it will be stolen by Huffman. Huffman on the drive. Out towards Beekman. Beekman for the 3. That'll be off. Rebounded by Xander Jones back towards Huffman. 5 minutes remaining. tipped it around. McKim lost it in his head. It'll be high off and last touched by South Fulton. As you can kind of see the girls team down there. It's ESPN night, dressed red, and have a fake little stream there. Shot is up. That 3 ball by Upton will be off. Rebounded by somebody. There will be South Fulton with the ball. That is Jasper Lideker, and he's going to put it up. Got a little ahead of himself. Had to do a little bit of a reverse layup, and that'll be off. Beekman with the ball. Passes back towards Upton. Shot. They'll swing it back. Mitchell with it. 4:10 remaining. Blocked. Will be blocked by Beekman, and that'll be out of bounds. Backs will be out towards that left side inside. Pierce has to put it up. He'll be fouled on the attempt. We'll see if they call it a shot or not for 2 shots.
Rebel foul, number 12, Brian Parker is
Brian Parker will get his first, team first.
Number 40, Tanner Pierce.
Will be no shots. Will be underneath the basket. I was going to say, it's got to be Bushnell ball.
Sometimes you can get away with it. No. I clearly play for the other team.
Long 2 by Xander Jones will miss. Rebounded by Braden Mustard. As it'll be a travel on the pickup by Brian. So Bushnell ball pretty quick here. 13-8, still your score. Huffman with the ball. Beekman with it. He drives. Shot will be off. Rebounded by Tanner. Tanner Pierce for 2. That'll fall.
Tanner Pierce.
That's going to be tipped around and stolen by Huffman. That's stolen away by South Fulton. On the drive, puts it up for 2. That'll fall. Trent Miller gets his 6th point of the game. Back around into that corner. 3 ball. That'll miss, but pass and 2 for Xander Jones. Shots starting to fall for both offenses now. 17-10. Scoreboard can go a little slow. Hey, there we go. Trying to drive inside now. Shot is up for Jasper. That'll miss. Rebounded by Connor Palm. Pierce on the drive. He's going to bust right through the 2 defenders and put 2 up. Lead scorer for both teams so far with 8. Tanner Pierce gets another.
Hard to cover a big man like that.
You know, I got to stop following our scoreboard down there. I'm listening to what Brandon Wrench has to say, and most of the time it's wrong. Score is 17-12. There we go. Caden Mitchell will get his first, team first. Cooper Davis will come in as well as De'Aaron Ruffin-Thomas comes in for Bushnell. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to go down and give Wrenchy a piece of my mind today. He's switched around the score 4 times in this past quarter. 19-10. Is that your final answer?
No, I think it's 21 to 8 right now, personally.
1:41 remaining. Pass will be out of bounds, so we'll go towards South Fulton as Avery Fawcett comes back into the game. Down there, picking the ball up for South Fulton will be number 12, Brian Parker.
1:38 to go in the second quarter.
Miller gets it across half court as they slide down. Inside shot has the lane open for him, but it'll be a offensive foul. Who'd they call it on?
I think they called it on the shooter, number 12.
They called that one on number 24, Avery Fawcett.
Close enough. I got the 2.
His first, team third. Huffman brings it across half court. Goes right to Tanner. Tanner on the drive, left side. He gets fouled, but oh man. He had him perfectly on the arm. He just went in with the body a little bit too much, and it's real hard to stop with that. Fawcett gets his second, team fourth. And Pierce will get set to shoot 2.
And just like that, they're tied at fouls. Now the Rebels have to worry about not getting in the bonus.
First one will fall for Pierce. Guppy will come in for Xander Jones. You want to talk about tenacity. Parker Guppy always just plays 110%, trying to get every type of steal, every type of rebound. Second shot will be good for Pierce. Bushnell perfect at the line so far today. Okay. 21-10, 1:08 remaining. Sit. Trying to pass inside. Did we lose that one? Stolen away by Guppy. Darian over on the corner. He's going to put it up. Reverse underneath the layup, and it was just a little bit too slow to get in. Thought he would have had that one too. That was a nice play by Ruffin Thomas to get in perfect position. Just a little bit outsized down low underneath the basket. 3 ball will be off by South Fulton. Be a offensive foul as he pushed into Guppy trying to get the rebound. That'll be called on Jude Thinner, his first, team 5th. 21-10 here with 36 seconds remaining in the half.
You got to expect that Bushnell right now is going to probably drain out as much clock as possible, so that way they don't get the ball.
At halftime, we'll take a quick break and then be back. We'll have some halftime stats for you. Spartans had a pretty clean, pretty good half. Not too many issues. You know, it's just some good things falling for them. If only it's just been some shots not falling. But Tanner Pierce down low gets his own rebound, puts it up. That's his 8th point of the quarter.
10 seconds to go. 4, 3.
Inside shot will be in, and the foul. 0.7 seconds remaining as Trenton Miller gets 2 and tries to get 3. They'll call the foul on, looks like Tanner Pierce. He'll get his second.
Pretty shot right there. Can't have anything other beautiful than that. And he was able to get the and 1 too, but now he has to make it.
One will rattle in. Tipped out by South Fulton. That'll be the end of the half. 23-13 your score. We'll take a quick break, get some stats compiled for you, as we'll be back for halftime here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
As we come back here on TSSR Game Time Live, before we have the halftime, we'll have a little bit of a coach's interview down there as we have the ESPN night for the girls basketball team and fans section. Little halftime interview for Coach Snyder as he gets set for the varsity contest. 23-13 your score here at halftime. I do believe that is one of the sing and play microphones that you get at, Dollar General or something like that, that Elizabeth Suter is using currently. Down there it looks like also Jill Miller, Janet, and I do believe that is Aaron Jackson as well. A little bit making fun of us, I guess, as we get set here for halftime. As we look for the halftime scores for the South Fulton Rebels, pretty good for them so far. 9 points for Trenton Miller, 2 for Braden Kurthers, and 2 for Caden Mitchell. Now, Braden, I do believe, is the one that was injured earlier in the game. It looked like it was just like, a little bit of a cramp. Didn't look too major. He was able to get up and walk off in about 10-15 seconds. However, has not been back in the game. We'll see whether he does come back to play in this game or not, as the varsity is getting set to warm up for their game, showing off that it's Dalton Strode on the little layup. You have everybody else going up, doing some little dunks, trying to do as much as he can, and then you got players like Nate Kramer who's just happy to be there.
Hey, some people just want to impress the crowd.
Alrighty. And for BPC lead scorer, imagine that is going to be Tanner Pierce with 12, as he had a great game so far, just scoring anything and everything underneath the sun. Sean Link misses the 3. He had a 9-point game earlier this year, 3 threes in a row. I told him that he sold every little bit of luck he had in his body to make those 3. I'm his cousin, all right? I can say stuff like that.
Sure. Sure.
Also for halftime scores, Lane Huffman with 4 and about 17 steals. I don't even try with some of these players to count up steals and rebounds. I just say, I know there's going to be a lot. 3 points for Connor Upton on the 3, 2 for Xander Jones on the putback, and 2 for Brock Beekman. 13-23. Well, I meant to say the 23 first, but a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and 3 look the same exact thing right now. I don't know. Apologies, folks. I'm not in my A game. I've been sleeping till noon.
Hey, that's what
that
Christmas break
is?
does.
Oh
no,
my
winter
gosh.
break says to you. But
sleep till noon. Like, I'm going to get home with this game. I'll be home probably 9:30, almost 10. Everybody else is going to be going to sleep, and I'll be sitting there going, well, might as well work out. What else am I going to do? It's Christmas break. I'm not going to fall asleep till 2 a.m. because I've been sleeping till noon every night.
Yeah, but back to the JV matchup. The Rebels have had extremely bad luck trying to handle the ball and trying to just do not the bare necessities, but just things going down the line that are I don't really know, but the ball control has not been the greatest today. So that's probably something they'll talk about during the halftime. And then on the other side for the Spartans, they've been pretty good, but at the same time, they've also had their fair share of turnovers, and they've had their fair share of just letting wide open lanes get like that. They need to start playing a lot more press. They need to start being more up on their man. So ultimately, at the end of the day, this game will come down to who has the better second half, because 10 points is a very easy lead for South Fulton to come back. As a while ago, I'm not sure many of you know, South Fulton and West Prairie had one of the best JV matchups I've ever seen from a basketball team, and it was such an epic that it went into overtime, and South Fulton was the one down. So, if anything, they have the skill to come back and win this game.
We'll take a quick break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we get set for the third quarter here at Bushnell High School. Both teams back onto the court now. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. King Family Chiropractic, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, supports Bushnell-Prairie City athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. To some appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC. That is 6932. They can also perform DOT/CDL's physicals for just $85. Also brought to you by Farmers and Merchants, State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants, State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business bank, as well as home and agricultural lending. Addis Trust Department, stop by the main branch at 44 East Main Street or their driving facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. And brought to you by Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BBC athletes good luck this season. As we get set for the next quarter here, I'll turn myself back up. We can control, how much the voice goes in and out of our headsets, and every time I have to read out loud, I always knock it down so I can't hear myself, because there's nothing that trips me up more than when I memorize how to say or ad read, and then it changes the wording on me, or hearing myself talk out loud. Never is good.
Yeah. But yeah, going into this, if you're the Spartans, you want to maintain your lead as much as possible, and if you're the Rebels, you got to get that comeback. You got to get that MJ juice in you.
.22 seconds remaining. As always, I'd like to thank Croxton down there for playing the music and announcing. Where else are you going to hear the Mjolnir mix of the Halo 2 theme song at halftime, other than Croxton?
I'm still waiting for them to play Big Iron on His Hip. I'm just saying.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I'm not going to disrespect the good name of Marty Robbins here.
Exactly.
However, El Paso's a better song by far. Third quarter action here as we discuss the better songs on an album from 1960, 66?
Something like that.
Something like that. Now I'm curious. Now that I said that, I'm pretty sure it's actually earlier than that. Tipped away, and Brock Beekman for 2 misses. He's going to get the foul, however. So, quick. That's pretty much BPC's main calling is get steals, get transition points. Didn't see too much of it in that first half as they slowed down a little bit more. Weren't scoring as much on the transition, but quick for the Spartans as that first one will fall for Brock Beekman.
Brock Beekman said, I don't care what you're going to look up. I'm going to start this game off with a banger. And the other shot is going all around the world and in.
So too quick for BPC. We were both wrong. It was 1959. Shot is up. That'll be off. Tipped around and last touched by South Fulton. Oh, they'll say they won't touch it. It will be BPC ball. 1:49 remaining. 25-13 your score. Let's find Brock Beekman's name. Got to make sure that I put him in. You wouldn't have to remember who got that foul call for South Fulton, would you?
I do not.
No, you didn't.
I think that's
BPC with the ball out towards Connor Upton. Long three-pointers. That will rattle in. Second three for Connor Palm.
Connor Palm with his other batch of good luck coming out of nowhere.
Last touch by Beekman as Caden Mitchell comes into the game. So he'll switch out with Braden Mustard. Bringing the ball out will be Braden Curters. That's going to be a long two ball. Misses. Rebounded by Beekman. Excuse me, Upton. That'll be Beekman with the balls. They swing it back up top. Out towards Lane Huffman. Wide open lane if he plays. Brings back towards Upton. Upton on a nice pass inside the McKim. What an assist as he got around two defenders and pretty much a perfect window from the hand and head of Mitchell down there.
I call him Houdini.
I call him Connor because that's his name.
And the three is no good.
Well, it's a timeout before the three. South Fulton will take a timeout to slow things down here. 30. What happened to our scoreboard? Why is it going so slow now? You know, we've got another stream going on. It's John Reynolds on the Southeastern stream, and he was having issues with his scoreboard. I don't know what's going on, but we'll keep it here, folks, as we're already about halfway through this timeout. As we sit here and filibuster. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish a new home or replenish an old one, stop in and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And finally brought to you by Heil Enterprises. Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road near or far and offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. This second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41, South of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. (30-13) as we get set here. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Gets Beekman high up on the pass fake. Shot is up, misses, rebounded by no one. It was a roll out, last touch by South Fulton. Spartan basketball. Pierce with the ball. So he'll take it out underneath the basket.
Beekman with the ball.
Be out towards Pierce. Pierce driving left side. He's going to get hacked on the shot, but they'll say all ball. You could hear the slap. However, it was a thunk and not a thack, so it will be all ball.
Thankfully, it wasn't a thud either.
Tipped away and stolen by Mitchell on a nice play right there for the pass. Shot is up, and that'll be two for Braden.
Big man with the steal and the assist.
Carruthers for two. Tell you, there's not enough use of onomatopoeia in broadcast. We should get more thwacks and thuds.
Yeah. Some kadoosh.
On the drive, Beekman out towards Upton. As they get set. Drive inside. He looks to pass back out towards Upton. Not a lot of movement now as finally he gets McKim to be open. McKim on the drive 2 for Beekman, misses. McKim was open there if he would have just posted up on Mitchell and did a little back drop step. Shot is up, and that'll be off. Rebounded that time by Pierce. Pierce having a great game, 12 points, and probably has about as many rebounds. Upton with the ball, and there will be a foul. Defensive or offensive foul. It'll be on Pierce. It'll be his third, team first. So 3 fouls for Pierce. They give you 5 to mess with, so he's pretty much fine right now.
Yep.
I tell you, it's a wasted day if you don't use all your fouls.
I don't know about that.
On the drive, puts it up. That'll be a foul by Upton. 2 shots upcoming. Upton gets his first, team second. 2 shots coming up for Carruthers. Looks like it might be Jackson Groudage set to come in. Carruthers misses his first. That is Jackson Groudage. Man, I tell you, it's kind of hard when you grow up here and see kids that are, 4 to 7, 8 years younger than you. You always think of them about this tall, and then you look down and you're like, oh wow, they're taller than me.
Yeah.
I'm grown and they're tall. Okay.
Wow. Those genes didn't just.
Hey, why don't you move the camera there, Bucker?
Even the greatest makes mistakes.
Well, and the worthless like us make mistakes too.
Yeah.
Hey, Trouble, what's your Facebook page? Don't want to see how.
Number 2 will walk up for the Rebels as he breaks his ankles or tries to, but he loses control of the ball. However, it's recovered, but there will be a double dribble. So the Spartans will take control of the ball. Number 11 has the ball now as he dribbles up to the court, looking very menacingly at the other team. As he passes to Beekman, Beekman looks for the open person. He drives, but passes back. Wide open 3, and it is just off. However, there is a foul on the play, going offensive foul, so it will go to the Rebels' way.
That way means towards Bushnell. Be a foul on Avery Fawcett. And thanks, Wade Bowman, who I thought was my friend, as I'm trying to help somebody find out onto our YouTube page. I looked over to check the comments. It says everybody's taller than me. Well, yeah, but you don't have to say it.
Well, just grow. It's that easy.
It's that easy. Fawcett gets his 4th, as coming into the game to replace him will be Brian Parker.
And as you can tell, slowly the arena is getting a little bit packed.
Well, when you got 2 teams that are right down the road from each other on a home game, Christmas break, well, not anymore for high school kids, but it's pretty much still Christmas break.
Long 2 is missed, but Beekman gets the rebound.
Huffman on the drive. He's going to put it inside. Shot for 2. Misses off the back iron. It'll be on the ground. Kim going to try a little bit of defense, but Miller will bring it across half court.
30 to 15 still. And
tipped out by McKim. McKim has to pass it up, or he's going to take it himself, actually. It'll work. Kim had 2 players to go for, but he'll keep it himself for the first points of his day. Looks like we will have the pep band as I can hear the drums getting set up. 32-15 your score. 3:30 remaining on the nice pass to Little. Moving a little bit inside, and that'll rattle out. Last touched by Groudage. Rebounded. So it'll go down towards Huffman into the left side. 3 ball for Brock Beekman will be off. Rebounded by no one as it's a jump ball.
I don't know about that one. However, I'm not on the court, so. Number 2, Cotter Guppy subbing in.
Parker Guppy.
Parker Kepi.
We know you got a camera. You don't have a roster in front of you. You're trying to listen to what Croxton says.
He was wide open there for a moment. He could have taken that three.
Groudage, he's going to lose that. Stolen away by Mitchell. His second steal of the day. Down towards Little on the fast break. Has two defenders. And a foul will be charged towards Connor Upton. His second. Team third.
Little may be little, but on that play, looked like a grown man.
Coming back into the game will be Xander Jones and Connor Palm. Gets the two and a chance for a three-point play. That is Hayden Little. Also in for the Rebels will be Jasper Lideker. 3:03 remaining here in the third. 3 fouls for each team, 32-15. Misses are rebounded by Jackson Groudage. Xander will wait, pass out towards Huffman. Set left side, has Parker on the high-low play. It's going to be tipped out and stolen. Now it's Jude on the tip. Lideker has to pass back out towards Little. Little passes it towards Huffman. Huffman passes it towards Mitchell, and down low, Jackson Groudage, only defender. It's going to be hit for the foul. 2 shots upcoming, I do believe, for Trenton Miller.
And that right there, that's a good foul to take, because if you don't slap that out, he gets you regardless.
He was kind of off balance a little bit. Jackson, instead of going for the block, he just would have kept that hand up. Do not believe Miller probably would have made that one. But he makes his first of 2. Gives him 10 as De'Arian comes back into the game for the Spartans. Second shot will fall, so perfect at the line. .32-19, shot is up, and that'll be good for Parker Guppy. His first. Drive out towards the top, 3 ball for Hayden Little will be off, touches about 7 players. Rebounded by Miller. Miller's shot is up and out. Parker can't get that rebound as it swings out towards the left side. Going to be a pass. Thought they were going to go for a 3. So they'll slow it down, a little bit of fast action here in this third quarter. Mitchell stolen away. Never mind, he comes back up with it. Good awareness so far to realize that they're losing that ball, pass out while they still have opportunity, and that'll be 2. Hayden Miller gets his 4th.
Yeah, that's one of those possessions you don't overly like, especially when you're down there in their court for so long.
1:31 remaining. Xander Jones at the top of the key. He swings back out towards Palm. Connor Palm has to pass back. They'll get set. He's going to just be blocked. Little had the advantage on the shot. Has to come back, play D real quick. 1:15 remaining. 3 ball will be off. Can't get a hold of it. Picked up by Lideker. The Spartans just seem to be overshooting all their rebounding opportunities now.
Well, just as you say that, they got the rebound.
Stolen away.
And as I say that, they get the rebound.
South Fulton with a timeout. We'll take a quick break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you are 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at local locations in Bushville, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Pass back to Mitchell, 48 seconds remaining as Little has the ball. Looking to pass in, has the nice down low shot, will be off, but fouled by Xander Jones.
Jasper Lideker will go to the line to shoot 2.
Lideker will get 2 as Jones picks up his first. team 5th.
This is when the fouls start creeping up on you. You're at 5. However, that ball just bounces at the rim and then bounces back out.
Gary Hughes into the game now for BPC. Second shot opportunity for Lideker. That one will be out as well. Tipped and picked up by Groudage. Dearian now with the ball. Gets away with a little bit of a carry there. As it'll be a defensive foul. Connor Palm on the drive. Lideker will get his first, team 3rd. Back into the game for the Rebels will be Aiden Parks. 34-21. Palm taking the ball out underneath the basket. Swings back up top towards the area. Hughes now with the ball. He's going to go right side. It's going to be tipped and stolen away. That time I do believe it was by Jude.
17
Pass
to
down
go.
towards Parks. Parks on the drive. He picks the ball up, passes back towards Mitchell. Mitchell with a little bit of a head shake and pass. Back up top.
Let the
inside towards Little. Pass down. Great pass, but that won't fall. Picked up by Groudage. Last touch by the Rebels. 2.5 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter for the Spartans. We'll see if they can get a score off.
Gotta get that Patrick Mahomes arm ready.
Carethers and a Mustard coming into the game for for South Fulton. 2.5 seconds remaining. Pass to Hughes. Hughes, last second shot, maybe. And they'll just dribble it out. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter, 34-21, as BPC is going to try and lock this one down to win the JV contest. Just like always, we have the varsity contest right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we are brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers the best game. I'm reading the wrong ad. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and of course pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also are delivered to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And brought to you by Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April to October, Monday to Friday, 10 to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 to 4 p.m. for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Grover and Mary Joda Counter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. We'll take a quick break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
4th quarter action here on TSSR Game Time Live as Tegan has to find the ball.
Look, they move it everywhere during the half. During the
Stolen
quarter.
away by Guppy. Guppy has to pass over to Dearian. Dearian got away with a little bit of push there. He's going to swing back out to Hughes. Hughes for 3. That'll fall. Gary Hughes gets a 3 ball.
Clutch 3 right there.
Hughes on defense to Park. Park splits defenders, gets the rebound, is Parker Guppy, and he's going to slow down, has a Wolf behind him. 37-21, as Dearian now with the ball. Back towards Hughes, right side. Looking to pass, has a couple of cutters, but has to pass back up top to Palm. And around to Dearian. Inside to Groudage. Groudage to Hughes. Hughes going to hit one from left side.
It's raining threes here in Bushnell. I don't know if you checked the weather forecast, but it's raining over here.
And a 3 ball of his own. That'll be off the backside, but Little right there underneath. I'm talking about that's only his 6th point of the game. If they would have changed their game plan and had Little being their go-to man most of this game, I think it would be a lot different story. As nobody's been able to defend him down low. Stolen away 3-on-3. And that'll fall for Braden Carethers. You see what I did there as a 1-on-1, but there's 3-on-3.
Anywho, as we see Aiden walk up to the
Dearian.
You know what? You know what?
You don't have a roster. You don't need to say their names. It's okay. You can say the numbers. I'll say their names. Shot is up and misses by Guppy. On the drive back towards the left side. That is inside the park. Park can't get a hold of it. Can't decide who's going to get the ball. Skip past Jude down low. Drive inside. That is up and off. Guppy with the rebound.
Number 3 walking up to the basket, making some moves real quick.
Palm now on the left side, back up top to Hughes. Looks like we have Darian in the mid side. Shot is up. That'll be off. Darian going to fight to get the rebound, but he won't be able to, so it'll be out of bounds. Into the game will be Reese Reimolds for BPC and Avery Fawcett. He has 4 fouls. Need to watch it, though. Also back into the game will be Ryan Adler for BPC.
5:38
Adler,
to go.
Reimolds, Palm, Groudage. No.
Those all just sound like Pokemon names.
They got 4 out there. We got 4 out there. Groudage will come back in. I was going to say, I'm sitting there going, I think Groudage has to be playing. Groudage, Palm, Reimolds, Adler, and Ruffin Thomas in for BPC. That's your 5 right now with 5:31 remaining. 40-25 your score. Ball will go out of bounds and will go towards BPC. Darian has the ball, gets it across half court. Looking to try and get through this defense, find some inside. Palm towards Groudage. She's going to be posted up at about the volleyball court. Passes back and around towards the right side. Adler is going to drive, puts it up, misses the runner. Be rebounded by Little. Jude down low, puts the shot up, but he's going to be hacked from behind by Adler. 2 shots upcoming for Brian Parker.
And that will be the Spartans' 6th foul, putting them into the bonus.
So 2 shots upcoming for Brian. First one, that'll be off. South Fulton, another issue they've had. Not very good at the free throw line so far this game. Only have 3 hits, and they're all from Trenton Miller. Misses that one as well. Rebounded by Reimolds. Darian with the drive. Goes back up top. Out towards Reimolds. He's going to try for a 3. That'll be off. Misses. Rebounded by Hayden Little. Ethan McKim set to come back into the game as that'll be out of bounds. McKim has 2 as he'll switch out with Groudage. Groudage, no scoring, but been a great offensive and rebounding presence for him. As they bring it across half court. He's going to get the nice drive, but it'll be a offensive or defensive. We'll see. Yep, looks like offensive foul on McKim. That'll be his first, team 7th. So they will be in the bonus now. No bonus shots because it is offensive. 40-25 your score. On the drive, it's going to be picked up. South Fulton almost got away with a steal there. Excuse me, Bushnell. Inside pass, shot is up high off the glass, and that'll fall for Brian Parker. 40-27, Darian with the ball. Connor Palm gonna drive, gonna get fouled that time by Brian Parker. It's team's 5th, his 2nd. Aiden Parks set to come back into the game. He'll switch out with Jude Thinner. Stacked up, has to pass out, tipped, but Darian able to get the ball. Crowd calling for Gary Hughes. Darian will miss that long 3 ball. 3:49 remaining, 40-27 your score. On the drive now, be stolen away, but that one's going to be tipped out. We'll stay with the Spartans. .341 remaining, 40-27. Bushnell trying to finish this one out strong. Afterwards, on the Joder's Game Parlor post-game show, we'll have an interview with Coach Stevie Martin as we get set for the varsity contest. Get to see a little bit of the pep band. Dearian trying to dribble around, trying to find anyway. That'll be Palm with the ball. Pass back out towards Reimolds. Reimolds on the drive. He's going to put the ball up. It will be called a travel. So South Fulton ball.
3:01 to go.
Xander Jones set to come back into the game. He'll switch out with Connor Paul. Crossed half court, Little with it. Inside move, trying to get around. They do down low, misses, however. Tipped around and rebounded by Dearian. Dearian having a great second half so far. Jones passed and last touched by South Fulton on the steal. He's going to take it coast to coast, and what a hesitation move. Hayden Little with his 8th point. Man, I tell you, South Fulton would have been a much different game if he was running most of the offense through him, as he's just a hard player to defend down low. Jones with it on the drive. If he would have taken a bit, maybe 1 or 2 more seconds and let that play develop, would have had a pick and roll there. McKim fouled from behind, 2 shots upcoming. They'll call that one on Hayden Little, his second team 6th. Hey, you know about second quarter when I asked who that foul was on?
Yeah.
It was on him. Well, better late than never, you know.
Guess so.
McKim misses that first 3 throw. In for the Rebel will be Cooper Davis, as Jackson Grout is set to come back into the game, most likely for McKim. Misses 2. Rebounded by Little. Little to Parks. Parks for 3 will miss. Last touch, I do believe, by the Spartans. Indeed. Groudage back in for McKim, with 2 minutes on the dot remaining in this 4th quarter. 2-minute drill. Timeout taken by South Fulton. We'll take a timeout as well on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining. Spartans up 11. And we have the varsity team walking behind here on the stream. I'm sitting here. Jackson will be fouled for 2. As I'm sitting there, as they're walking past me, I hear slap from the back, slap from the back. I'm like, all right, I got to figure out who was that? Who was that?
You need to get your revenge later?
Groudage gets his second foul, team 8th. 2 shots upcoming for Avery Fawcett. First one will be off.
Rebels are down to one more timeout, so they got to be careful here. If they really want to make a comeback, they can't use that timeout until at the very end.
Misses both. Free throws just been a huge issue for him so far. Xander Jones brings it across half court. Inside pass towards Groudage. Groudage towards De'Arian. De'Arian for 3. That'll rattle out. Rebounded by Jackson, but that is, he's got to watch out. He came down hard. He came down hard. Not happy about that one, Fawcett.
Yeah.
And Fawcett went high on that to take him down. That'll be Fawcett's 5th foul. He's got to get out of there.
You never knock down the big guy. The big guy will eat you.
You know, he was just playing hard. Didn't seem like anything malicious up there. However, I do believe there's probably a little chirping in between. But the entire team started to clap. Steve, you looked at him. Everybody stopped at once. Misses the first leg of the 1-and-1. Lane violation will be the call, so it doesn't really matter. Palm coming into the game now for BPC. 1:42 remaining.
Got to start cooking here soon.
Hopefully better than Russell Wilson.
I knew you were going to say that. You got to let the Rebels cook right now.
Well, I was about to, I said Russell, but I'm staring here at basketball, so I said Russell Westbrook, and I thought in my head, well, what's the difference?
Jump ball.
Jump ball, so we'll go towards BPC. Palm with the jump ball. 1:23 remaining. Jones underneath. Get the ball out.
1:18 to go.
Jones to Groudage. Groudage on the body movement, and that is in for 2. And a chance for a 3-point play. His first points of the day.
The foul goes to Cooper Davis, number 22.
You awaken
Cooper Davis gets his first team 8th.
It's never good waking a sleeping giant. And I think this giant just woke up. Yeah, there's 1:10 left, but and then another lane violation. That giant wants his points. 1:09 to go.
Little brings it across half court. As Parks has it into the corner. Jones on the defense.
Got to shoot a 3 here.
He's going to shoot the long 2. It'll be oh, man, I thought that was off. He did not have the right sight to hit that, but, man, it just fell in. Lideker for 2. Set to come into the game will be Mark Schmidt.
30-second timeout, Bushnell-Prairie City into the Spartan lineup.
Timeout will be taken just to get Schmidt into the game with 45.4 seconds remaining. As he'll switch out with Groudage. Palm, Jones, Reimholtz, Adler, and Schmidt in there. Long 3 ball. That'll be off.
That was a quick timeout there.
Underneath the basket as the foul. Well, actually, it will be a loose ball foul. So coming
Spartan personal foul. Ryan Adler, number 24,
will be
in second.
single bonus as his team 9th. Foul will be charged towards Ryan Adler, his first. Hey, they hit what seems to be their first 3 throw of the quarter.
10 more to go if they want to tie it up.
One for 2, last touch by South Fulton. Bushnell ball with 40 seconds remaining, 42-32, your score. As the band gets set up.
And they'll just probably walk it up here.
Jones with the ball. Xander goes right. Gets fouled, so 2 shots upcoming. Well, excuse me, 1 shot. As that is the team 9th.
Rebel foul number 12, Brian Parker in second. Team 9, deadline for 1 and bonus, Xander
1 and bonus for Xander Jones. Misses the first. Rebounded by Lideker. Lideker drives left, picks up the ball. into the corner. 21 seconds remaining. Down low. Shot is up. Misses. Be rebounded by Jones. 17 seconds remaining. He's going to slow down. Pass towards Schmidt. Mark on the dribble. He's going to be stolen away. That one stolen away by Palm. 4 seconds left. He's going to get the foul. That'll be the team 10th. So now in the double bonus with 4:44.3 remaining. 2 shots now for Connor Palm. And with 4.3 seconds remaining, this will probably be the final here.
Yep.
First shot for him will be off. As they get set. Second shot for Connor Palm will miss as well. Rebounded by Parks. 3-2. Be tipped out. 1.3 seconds remaining. Spartan ball. Xander Jones has to sit down a little bit. Be last touch by Saul Fulton. Pass out. Schmidt hits the 3, and they'll count it, and they will count it. 45-32, your final. As Mark Schmidt able to get the last second 3 here in the 4th. We'll get the leading scorer set here for the JoJo's Gamer Parlor postgame show here on TSSR. JoJo's Gamer Parlor offers the best game experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cold Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. JV able to get it done tonight. We'll take a quick break and be back here for the post-game show to see if varsity can get it done as well. We'll be back.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. So we get set for the JoJo's Gamer Parlor post-game show here with Coach Martin, as always. And great game so far. Well, so far at the end of this game. Great day so far for BBC as JV came home with a really nice win.
Yeah. We got a tournament tomorrow, so I wanted to get everybody involved tonight, and it worked out good. We didn't do our job in the first half, but we've been off for a while, and I knew it was going to be kind of ugly. But in the second half, they came out and kind of sparked it up in the second half, and we got some good looks and got a little bit of a lead, so I started getting everybody in. I don't normally get in, and they all have been listening and practicing and executed down the stretch, and I didn't have to play the starters hardly any in the second half, so that was nice.
And that's good at the beginning of a run. That's going to be a lot of conference games, a lot of important games for this JV squad. Another thing that Tanner Pierce had a great game.
Yep.
12 in that first half, and especially in the first half that wasn't as good for you guys, a little bit slow coming out of that long break. He was a great option to go down to because you knew that he was right there. He was having a great game.
Yeah, he was. Late in the before the break, he was struggling getting the shots to fall, and he was down on himself. So for him to start like that and really kept us in the game the whole time, that was nice to see that because he'd been struggling before the break. So it was good to see him put the ball in the net and get us going in the first half. And then the second half, I thought everybody contributed well. We played better defense, and we finished off good. So that was a good game to start this season off in the new year.
And especially the turnover issue that plagues pretty much every team coming out of a break like this. Didn't really seem to be that much of an issue looking back at it. You had your faults here and there, especially in that third quarter. There was a stretch about 7 or 8 down between both teams, but team slowed down a lot. Wasn't as much running as we're used to between transitions points. Everybody's set. You did a lot of offensively things different between plays that I think worked really well.
Yeah, I wanted to run a little bit, but I wanted to save our legs because we got 2 games tomorrow morning, and so we tried to execute on off. We didn't really execute great, but we did some things that I liked. But we're getting better since the beginning of the year. We've gotten better at executing offense, and hopefully down the stretch we can execute offense against really good defense and put the ball in the hole and get some layups. We don't get very many layups.
Alrighty, well, thank you for coming here. We'll hope that the varsity team has this type of success later on today. We'll take a quick break and be back here for some final scores and a little bit of the pep band here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We show a little bit of what we can of the pregame of the pep band. We'll go down here. It's great when I set up a camera by myself just for entire family to stand up in our way. But in any case, looking down here for scores, let me tie this up real quick. Lead scorer for BPC will be Tanner Pierce with 12, followed by 6 for Gary Hughes, 6 for Brock Beekman, 6 for Connor Upton, 3 for Mark Schmidt, 2 for Jackson Groudage, 2 for Ethan McKim, 2 for Xander Jones, and 2 for Parker Guppy. Had a great offensive game here, 45-32. Pretty much most of the teams scored at least something. Had a little bit of a funky town, it sounds like, from the pep band. Trenton starting for the South Fulton Rebels. Lead scorer with 12 was Trenton Miller. Had 8 for Hayden Little, 6 for Braden Creethers, 3 for Jasper Lideker, 2 for Brian Parker, and 2 for Caden Mitchell. That'll be the end of the JV stream. We'll be right back with the varsity stream right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Thank you for watching.